Okay, guys, real talk. Why is that when you're alone in the dark, even in the tiniest sounds turns into paranormal activity levels of scary? A creak becomes a demon, your own shadow. Probably a serial killer, but the question is why? Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Digital Scrubs. You may know me as DaHero from my other channels where I cover games, tech, and internet chaos. But here, it's just good old brain soup talk and a lot of vibes, so chill with me tonight. Today, we're diving into something deeply relatable and universally terrifying. Why the dark feels scarier when you're alone. So let's explore how our brain goes from chill to run for your life in under 10 seconds. So it doesn't matter how old you are, 8 years old, terrified, 28 years old, still creeped out. 68, you're probably just more polite about it. The fear of the dark is one of those things that never really leaves, right? You could be in your own house, everything's locked, you're safe, but the lights go off. You hear a weird sound, and suddenly your brain's like, we're gonna die. So what gives? So here's the creepy truth. Your brain is built to fear the dark, and it all starts with survival wiring. Back in the day, like caveman times, the darkness means one thing. You can't see danger. A predator, a rival tribe, or something supernatural had the upper hand when it got dark. So we evolved to be like hyper alert at night. When the lights go off, your brain dials up the sensitivity, it sharpens your hearing, it amplifies your fear response, which is cool if you're being hunted by a saber-toothed tiger, but not cool when you're alone in your living room at midnight and your fridge decides to make a weird noise. Now, about being alone into the mix. No backup, no one to say, it's probably just the wind. You're just suddenly the main character in a horror movie. And yeah, your brain knows you're safe, but your instincts, they're like, shut up, logic. There's something between. You're like, shut up, logic. There's something behind the shower curtain. Alright, so fun fact. There's actually a word of fear for the dark. Ectophobia? Is that how you guys say it? Correct me if I'm wrong, right? So it's more common in adults than you think. So one study shows that over 40% of adults feel uncomfortable in complete darkness. Pop culture doesn't help. Horror movies love the dark. Why? Because your imagination fills in the blanks. The less you see, the more the brain invents. And those inventions, they're usually not cute puppies, they're shadow monsters, murder clowns, or worst of all, your phone battery at 1%. Okay, I'll be honest. One time, I was house sitting for a friend in the middle of the night. I get up to use the restroom. I did turn the hallway light on. Rookie move. I walk past the living room and suddenly hear this low growl. I genuinely thought something demonic was about to end me. Turns out it was the friend's pug snoring under a blanket. I didn't even go to the bathroom. I just quietly went back to bed and questioned my life. So yeah, the dark isn't inherently dangerous, but the unknown. That's what it gets us. Darkness equals mystery, and mystery opens up the door for fear, especially when you're alone. Because when you're with someone, your brain shares the weight. You laugh it off, you check together. But when you're solo, you're on the edge. You're even horror protagonist ever, right? And that fear never really, it just becomes quieter until you know. The house creaks at 3 a.m. again. Alright guys, thanks for hanging out with me today on Digital Scrubs. I know it's pretty short, but this episode gave you flashbacks of sprinting up the stairs or across the hallway, across the kitchen. No, after turning off the lights, hit the like button. Drop a comment and tell me your scariest alone in the dark moment. I know you've got one. And of course, subscribe if you love weird combos like this. I'm DaHero, this is Scrubs, and if you're watching this in the dark right now, good luck sleeping. I'll see you soon.